Now we're taking on illegal immigration, its impact on our economy, on unemployment. Our goal to not only lay out the issue, but ask the question, what's the solution? We begin with some startling numbers. To break it all down, here's Mike Gilliam.
Okay, thank you, Brenda. First of all, the number that gets thrown around a lot, the unemployment rate, 9.7%. Can't wrap your arms around that? Let's make it real. 15 million people are out of work in the U.S. 15 million. More numbers. Numbers that might make you angry. An estimated 12 to 20 million illegal immigrants in our country right now. Of those, it's estimated that 7.7 million are working. Now, critics say they are taking jobs from Americans. Others say they are jobs that Americans just won't do anyway. More food for thought. In New Jersey alone, illegal immigration costs the state $2.1 billion per year. That's billion with a B. And that cost your household, Joe Citizen, $800 per year. So, where are we spending all that money? Well, three areas mostly. Education. It costs us billions to educate the children of illegals. Healthcare. Free medical care for illegals isn't free. It's costing taxpayers millions. And incarceration from prison time to deportation. It costs a ton of money. Brenda, those are all numbers that we can certainly relate to.
So there's the issue, but just laying it out for you isn't our goal tonight. Our goal is to find people who might have a solution. We begin our report with Brenda Flanagan in this Unit 9 report on some folks who found answers all by themselves.
The difference cannot be more stark. Here, illegal day laborers begging for work paid in cash.
Are you a carpenter?
And here, Aquatherm employees making solar panels to heat backyard swimming pools. Every man has legal working papers.
This place, for me, is ideal.
He's from Colombia, working here, taking English lessons, put Pedro Vergara and many others on the path to U.S. citizenship.
I believe it's important that we as people that work in America pay taxes.
So does owner Dave Sislove, who refuses to hire illegal workers.
If more did it the way we do it, we would have obviously a lot lower unemployment.
Six Flags Great Adventure hires more than 4,000 seasonal staffers, 8% of them foreigners, all legal, even though American teens want to work. Why go there at all?
It's really during the shoulder season staffing that we use our internationals for, while schoolers are still in session.
Well, that's the legal way to do business, but hiring illegals under the table paying cash, that can come back to bite taxpayers in the end by raising the already high cost of education and health care. And by the way, it's against the law.
The Department of Homeland Security is conducting I-9 audits.
All businesses must fill out the federal I-9 form. It shows your employees are legal. Steve Tyberski of LegalEmployer.com helps businesses comply.
You know they're not coming to look at the Statue of Liberty. You know they're coming to work.
But they are here illegally.
Yes, folks are here illegally.
Activist Reverend Seth Copperdale says during the economic boom, America welcomed cheap labor. It's illegal. It's against the law.
Listen. The folks I know who are here without proper papers don't feel good about it.
For the people to be starting since 92.
Trucker Harry Panjamanan came from Indonesia, deliberately overstayed his visa. Now he's got 2 daughters, but he's still not legal. But it's illegal.
I understand that one is illegal, but I cannot say much more than that.
Harry hopes the feds will register workers already here, let them pay back taxes and fines, and then become citizens. I'm Brenda Flanagan, Unit 9.
Joining me now is someone who is no stranger to taking on the issue of immigration, former Morristown Mayor Donald Criscitello. Hello, and thank you so much for coming to the show. When you were mayor, you attempted to have your police force deputized to act as immigration officers. What were your reasons for such actions?
The reason for that action is because we had a serious problem with illegal immigration in the municipality, causing problems for the police and fire departments, mainly with regard to stacking and other issues.
Do you think there's really still a serious problem with illegal immigrants taking away jobs from citizens?
Well, I think the economy has caused a problem for all segments of society, and the illegal immigration population has been impacted also by unemployment, and many of them have left the state of New Jersey and returned to their homeland or to other locations, but I'm one who doesn't believe that they're doing jobs Americans don't want to do. they're doing jobs Americans don't want to do for $8 an hour because Americans have a different standard of living and they send their kids to college and they have homes, and there's no question in my mind that at some point people will do whatever they have to do to feed their families, and certainly people who are in this country illegally should not be here taking work from anyone.
The unemployment rate's now in our nation close to 10%. What do you feel is a viable solution to this problem?
Well, look, it's all about money. Certainly the unemployment rate isn't just about the banks crashing and causing this catastrophe. I mean, unemployment among people with less education, factory workers, have been increasing since the late 60s, and work has been going to China and other foreign countries. So the solution, in my mind, is to give an incentive to corporations to bring those factories back to the U.S., and the only way you can do that is a taxing structure that makes it economically viable.
Do you think that can happen under the current administration?
I think if they think long and hard about the benefits, the tax benefits that'll be realized, the Social Security payments that'll be paid, the Medicare payments that'll be paid, and the federal taxes and state taxes that'll be paid, it makes sense to invite these corporations back to the United States with a tax incentive program of maybe no taxes on the profits of these corporations for some period of time, so they can recover the cost of rebuilding factories. We really need to become a manufacturing nation again. It's dangerous for us to rely on other nations for our products.
Donald Crescitello, former Morristown mayor, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you very much, Ben.
You keep hearing the argument, illegals will do the jobs that Americans won't do, but critics say that's a lame excuse, that if you take illegals out of the workforce, it would drive the salary of those jobs up and citizens will jump at them. No doubt people across the country are concerned about the impact illegal immigrants have on the country. A Rasmussen poll taken last month found 67% agreed that illegals are a significant strain on the U.S. budget. 23% said no. And when asked if the availability of government money and services drew illegals here, 66% said yes, 19% said no. Joining us now to talk solutions to the illegal immigrant problem is Gayle Kesselman, the co-chair for New Jersey's Citizens for Immigration Control. Gayle, what would you say is the first step to tackling illegal immigration?
The first step to tackling illegal immigration is use of the E-Verify program. This is a program which is run by the Department of Homeland Security. It allows employers to check on whether a prospective employee has a valid Social Security number. So when an employer has a business and wants to hire someone, they can check into this program. It's a free program, and they can use it to find out, to make sure that the person that they want to hire is here legally.
Can you recommend anything other than E-Verify?
Well, our group is very much in favor of Program 287G and also Community Shield, which are programs run by the federal government which allow the local police in the course of their normal and routine police duties to check on the citizenship status of people that are arrested.
What can you really recommend, though, for small businesses here in New Jersey? For example, contractors, landscapers, restaurant owners.
Well, you know, we have a severe unemployment problem here. We have, I think, 10%, close to 10% unemployment across the country. And there might have been a time a few years ago when people said, well, it's so great that the illegal immigrants are here because they're doing the jobs that Americans won't do. Well, those days are over. We have 12 to 20 million illegal immigrants, and we have 12 to 20 million unemployed people. So all I can say is do the math. Americans are willing to do any job. And
you think they're going to get out the fertilizer and the wheelbarrows and start doing those landscaping jobs?
They did it for many years. They did it for many years, and as far as working in restaurants and so forth, these are all honest jobs. Certainly now, people are hurting. People are suffering. I know it even in my own family. I know it from personal experience, and people want to work. And we can't have the situation where we have illegal immigrants, people that are not supposed to be in this country, taking jobs away from Americans.
Gayle Kesselman from New Jersey Citizens for Immigration Control. Thank you for joining us. Some proponents of immigration reform are calling for a national ID card. It would be a sort of high-tech Social Security card and issued to all American citizens. It would contain identification, but also fingerprints and DNA information. This way, it would make hiring legal citizens much more efficient. Now let's talk about